around and moving around him. Bando lad comes in, Ty just went. He literally looked at his cornerman. He went boom, flying knee, hits the Bando guy in the face. Bando lad goes crack, down, gets back up. 3 times he hit him in the head with a flying knee. The Bando lad was hard as fucking nails. The third one finished and broke his jaw completely. You know, and all this old style stuff, it looks nice, you know, you go, oh yeah, I'd love to learn that. It doesn't work, not against modern systems. Yeah, and the next time you see like anybody talks about Muay Culture, you'll see them drop into that stance. You can see exactly where it's come from. You can see the links. I put a sword in there, look, bang, there it is. So what I want to do is just link this in. Yeah, I'll give you one to go away and practice. Okay, so the guy comes in with a core here, right? Side step off and back, not straight back, side step off and back. Okay, cut through, step through with your right leg here, cut through here, grab his head, pull him and knee him, and maybe cut his fucking leg off. Okay? Alright, thanks man. Okay lads? And then just expand on that, and then start, the secret is to start speeding it up. Mark said it right at the beginning. When he was doing it, they were fucking these young lads fucking chasing you and charging at you. Because that's the way it would be. Makes a lot more sense as well as the 2 weapons. Okay, so the first attack comes in. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to block like so. The sword is either held here or here. The sort of traditional school of thought is to hold the sword here. In other words, he was teaching me some battlefield for big boxing. He said, hold the sword here. So the 6th one comes in, that's another shot, and then the body shot comes in here or here, and then again here or here. Yeah, see what I'm doing is pretty straightforward. And then the legs, boom, and then the legs, boom. I can use 2 for the. I can block like this for while. I can block like that for while. Yeah, like this, one solid one across, or an extra block like this. Okay, tang. Obviously, as he steps back, I'll just use a single. He can stick with that tang. Okay, that makes 10. Okay. Dead simple. The traditional way is you come up on your toes to attack, and your sword should be there. See where I've got this one back here? Doesn't make any sense to me. Now Warrior just held it there, like this, so it's just there, almost like a shield. Okay? And then just up and down, do a couple of drills like that, and then play around with it a bit. Did a demonstration. Where is he? Right, if you finish off again. And this is it. I mean, ideally you'd be rushing at the attacker, so I want you to start speeding it up. And this is what happens in every blue. Yeah. You ready? Go. Really fucking difficult, yeah? When it gets like that, the obvious thing is to move either left or right and fucking bypassing. Okay? So start speeding it up. It'll warm you up as well. Okay guys? Okay, he'll attack me here. Yeah, I might come this way, I don't know. And I'll just work my way around. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so start square on this way. Yeah, so get your first attacker, maybe here, I don't know. But and then, oh, sorry man.
Let's go carry on.
Okay. I'm working your way through this way.
There's a night to the sides to say,
yeah. You'll see I'm getting as close as I can to him. I want to get straight into him if I need to.
To him. Who can tell me the physical common denominator in the Sirach, which is really, the Indonesians pronounce it Sirach, they don't put the K on it. Just like it's Pak, Sirach, the Indonesians, the indigenous Indonesians, not the Dutch Indonesians, call it Pa Sirach. They don't put the K on it. But it would show me the physical common denominator in some of the movements in Sirach. In other words, the posture or the stance. What was it that was significant about, oh, I don't know, the founder?
The guy had a frozen arm, frozen shoulder, and he used to move his body in a certain way. So
right.
It actually demonstrated.
So he would substantiate his arm and move the body.
So what we're really talking about a guy who basically kind of crippled. So he had, based on his inabilities to do things, he did things the best way, the only way he could. Okay, so the injuries and things like that had a specific look to them. Now, I don't know about you, but I think the girl said, but this is the way you do traditionally do it, but he said, I don't know if it's all that enlightened to pattern ourselves after a cripple man. You know, words to those things, other than just to understand why they do that. In other words, we're actually looking at somebody who didn't have the full function of all should ask yourself, how would we do it? This is how we did it, right? How would we do it if we had, we can use this arm. That'd be a good idea. Let's use that arm and then do it like that. So I don't, when I do Ciroc, I don't try to do this. It just makes sense. We did it at a certain point because it's made to it in the moving bar, which sizzles strangely enough a lot of the Ciroc posture. Okay, so let's stand up. And I'm going to do some of that Sapu stuff so the first thing I find that there's about 6 techniques that I find that are basically in almost every form of silat, and every teacher does. And those things, whether they use the same nomenclature or not, they call them, it's Sapu Dalam and Sapu Luar, Beset Dalam, Beset Luar, your Kinjit Siko, and your Pa. And there are various ways to do those things. But that's why I picked those out and put them on your test, because I find them in everything that every kind of training exercise. So we're going to look at those. And so if in the way we were fed in Indonesia, they would do a step punch, or they would just stand like this and punch like that. So I'm going to start you off like that. And the first thing you do after you get these in your head, the first thing I want you to do is take it back to the left leg and put it into like a Thai boxing or boxing stance, because that's what people are going to want. Because if you spend the whole time doing like this, and you know, like we did, you know, like that, but it's like a lot of things. In the beginning, you find a way to make it easy, and then you have to kind of functionalize it. Okay, but that's your task today. If you sit, the first thing you want to do is get those 6 things down. I want you to remember the names of them. Okay, and then I want you to be able to later on, not today, but later on, I want you to be able to move in and out of them and put them in a left leg and stuff.
Every instructor should already know this.
This was on your test. This was on your test. You had to at least one time demonstrate these things. And I remember one testee, and he was training here under you, and he was taking these tests, and I asked him to do one of these moves. And he didn't know what I was talking about. And what Craig said in his defense, yeah. And then I showed it to him, and he goes, oh, I've never seen that before.
Then he gets slapped.
Okay. So I just want to make it really easy for you right now. He's just going to pose himself in a right punch, a right lead. Okay? We're going to go to the outside of the arm, but the foot's going to go to the inside. And when we talk about Dalam and Luar, you have to remember that Dalam is inside and Luar is outside. The Sapu is a foot movement that looks like this. It doesn't look like this, like a judo sweep. Not like that. It's just a little movement. It drags the foot on the ground. The Beset is a back sweep, and it looks like this. Sweeping using this muscle here, where the Sapu uses the calf muscle. Just like that. So Dalam is inside, Sapu is a foot movement. Luar is outside, Beset is a back sweep. Those are the definitions of it. So when I come in for Sapu Dalam, the thing that always people get messed up on is the angulation of the body. When I come in, I'm going to go to the outside like this, and I want you to turn, your objective is to turn his body. There are different ways to do that. But your objective is to turn his body like that, so that the weight goes over here, and that you can pull him on this foot. Now you don't want to throw it. What you want to do is you want to, everything is a throw. It's not really a throw in the sense of like a judo throw. I want him to go into the most inconvenient posture possible. Inconvenient in the way of any type of fight. So I want him to go like that. This is not a fighting posture in any system that I know of. If he would have fallen onto his back and put his feet and his hands up in the air, that would have been a fighting posture. He would have had a base. I want him to have no base. I want to take his balance away. Okay? So when he's here like this, see, a lot of times you see this type of movement. You'll see the hand going in here and hit like the groin, and then the hand back here and hit like that. And then that makes the pull, see? And then you'll see follow-ups to the ground or stomp over, things like that. Right now, I just want you to get the body angulation so that it makes the pull work. And And that's pretty much it, because Jumanji, for example, has a lot of entries in their bureaus, a lot of things you can do. But at the end of whatever entry you use, whether you use a JKD entry or a poly entry or a Silat entry, at the end of that process, you're going to need to get his body turned. Okay? No matter how many times you hit him or don't hit him, whether it's inside, outside, elbows, whether you grab it strong or not, you're going to have to get his body pushed over that way to move the way so that this pull works on the inside. That is Sapu Dawa. Okay? Let's work on Sapu Dawa. Very well. So the same way, if I pull my dagger here, we go here, I go and kin it, and I say, as I pull my dagger, I fold my arms, and I never have a problem getting off balance when I crease with the dagger here. See? And so the dagger is often used. The problem is, for most Americans, they want to overdo this part right here. Okay? And what happens is, weight comes too much off of that, and I don't have anything to do, and I got to re-enter. So it's always better to undersell this bit and switch to something else than it is to oversell. Because where do you get hit? On the entry. See? When he hits me here, I get hit I get hit going in. See? So if I undersell this here and I don't get much of a result on the bottom line like that, I can always come in here and I don't have to re-enter. Okay? But if I oversell this and I hit him too hard like that, then I have to go back and risk getting hit again. Or stabbed. Okay, so it's always better to undersell it. If the idea is to get him off balance just enough to make that work. That's what I want. Okay? I want to be able to get a 50-yard dash head start if I'm running, and I want to be able to get 2 or 3 heavy shots if I'm not. I want him to be in a posture that facilitates either one. The other thing is here, when we do the Sapu again, it's the same movement, move. And I'm going like this from the inside. Now I'm going to do it from here with my other foot from the outside. But I'm going to turn the body in the opposite direction. So when I go here, I want you to flip it like this. See where the punch comes? Okay. And as soon as I open that line up, I go in here and find that hand, wherever it may be, because it may come straight out at me. So I go and I monitor that. As I step in here, I headbutt just a little bit. That headbutt helps to drive him back, like that. So I want to turn like that, and I want him leaning back here. When he is, I pull this foot straight forward. It's the harder we 70 feet.
Just one thing that's important when you're teaching this, that Mark's putting in headbutts and shots, that's the pull-in portion of Silat, and that's what makes the stuff work. That makes sense. Everyone said there was a big guy, I'm going to get off, but if you went bang, bang, move, then you've got a chance of doing it.
That's a good point. The hitting and the dagger work and things like that. We're talking about, can you show us how to make this functional for like the street or the cage or something like that? Absolutely. In fact, the worst thing you can do is to try to teach a grappler or a jiu-jitsu guy Silat, because he won't like it unless you go heavy on the point that it comes what the dagger does and what the hitting does, with the elbows, knees, and headbutts to set these things up. Okay? Because a judo guy will look at that and he goes, man, we got our stuff 10 times better than that. We don't do that. We do this, wham, it's got more power and it's better. You hit the ground really hard. And, you know, what you have to show is how you use it on this, with the hits and stuff. Okay? So you never, it's just like this, This is a training method, and as I'm showing it right now, has no functional concept, you know, just like it is. Because you can't do this on somebody unless you set it up. Unless you enter, get it, and set it up. And so I used to go to places and I go, guys would just, you know, they're like, it doesn't work for me. And the guy would go over to his partner, and sure enough, the guy was 20 stone going, and I'd be like this, and I'm like, most of you know how this stuff hurts. You know, most of you have already felt it, so you know how it can hurt. When you go here, you pull that around, and here like that. And again, you don't want to push him so hard that he steps over backwards. I just want to go like that. And that's enough. That's enough. And I just pull that. Just like that. It's very, very little force is needed if the angle is right. Okay? Even if you got a big guy, and his right leg's forward here, when he throws the punch, he's like that, see? Like that. I turn this like that, see, his weight goes to here. Now watch his foot and watch how much force he needs. You don't need, not much, I didn't move much, did I? I just went, It feels like stepping on a bar of soap, doesn't it? Just like that. That's exactly what it should feel like, stepping on a bar of soap. You go like that, and then you're like this, and you fall down. And you want them, if the ideal situation is you want them to hang suspended as long as possible. Okay, in other words, you don't want them to fall that hard. Okay? Ideal situation, in application throw, this always did throwing it up, but I didn't really understand what I want. But once he falls down, he's going to get back up sooner, he's going to have a base and that whole yard. But if I can get him here like that, and I can see, watch this, you still feel pretty strong. But if I go like that, you know, it feels less strong for something like that. So I want him to go whoop, 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 and then bang. Like that. I want him to go like that first. I don't want it to be whack. Like that. Sometimes it will be, that's okay. Because you can't hold gravity up. Can we do that one now? Watch one more time how we do it. The punch comes in. I parry it. I check the other hand. I enter with my head. I just want to make sure I don't get hit with the elbow or something when I come in. So I push this hand back like that. Remember, if you have the dagger, your clip is here. So if you have the dagger thrust like that, you'll clip very close to the wrist like that. And if you dip the hand like that, you want your clip to be up here at the bicep, so you can actually push them a little farther, and then you have that position like that. Okay?
Esoteric was the Dalin, the inner portion, and the Luar was the outside. So if anyone's getting confused, that's where it comes from. And it's just defined by the inside and the outside of the foot. So this is Luar, this would be Bicep Dalin, this would be Bicep Luar, Sacral Dalin, Sacral Luar. Just, you should know that for your students if anyone asks.
Yeah, and I thought, the problem is, and I realize what's happened is, when you like a lot of things in life, you study for the test. You get a test. You study until you get the test for school. But if you don't ever use that knowledge again, it atrophies, and you look at your feet and you go, I've never taught this since, I've never done this, a lot of people have probably not done this since the test, quite honestly. So when the right foot's forward, still using the right foot here, and just like you're going to say, you can identify it's his sectors that are inside and out. I'm inside of here, I am inside of here, I'm outside of here, I'm outside of here. Okay? A lot of people get really confused for some reason, I don't know what it is, but as soon as when I go, okay, not go on the outside, or I change it, they go like this. And you go try to get the other foot. Almost always, but not always, you want to attack the foot that's in front, because it's a lot closer. I want to do the set move on. The set is a back sweep. Our first back sweep motion goes like that. So we're going to go the same sector, but I'm going to use this muscle in a back sweep instead of this muscle. So I'm going to step over. The difference is when I go here like this, one of the ways you can get into this is I want you to cut with this hand here like this. Like I usually monitor the arm, and then I start to dissect into his body here a little bit with my hand. So as I step like this, I let my hand move like that so that he starts to move already. Before this foot lands, he needs to be off balance. Okay, and I want you to go in there and then try to off balance him. Especially if you have a tall guy, you're always going to be at a disadvantage with this type of